Hi friends, how's it going? We're back live from the greenhouse, and today I'm flying solo. Amy's not here. She had to go help out our daughter with something, so she's down in Green Bay, so I'm flying solo today. So I just want to give you a little look around, and then I want to talk about what to do with, if you have a hanging basket with really dry soil, and there's a specific way that you have to water. So I'm going to flip this around. I just want to give you a little look at the greenhouse. We've been moving out into our front greenhouses. So we actually have a little bit of space here. And as Amy mentioned a couple days ago, we have employees coming in this Thursday to start work. And but you can see, what was it? Maybe 2 weeks ago, these greenhouses were completely empty when we started doing the live series. And the hanging baskets were completely at capacity here, and we had to start making some room and bringing up hanging baskets up to our front selling greenhouses. So this is our back greenhouse, back two greenhouses, and this is where we do most of our growing. But now we grow in all 5 greenhouses because we just need the space. So we were able to free up a little bit of space, but these benches will fill up. They'll fill up this week. So. All right, so I want to talk about if you have a really dry hanging basket, and I've got an example here. And this, I meant to do a video on this last year sometime. So this soil has been in here since probably fall, so it's really dry. And you can see the soil is pulling away from the side of the basket. And I know people do this because I've seen it. And they'll bring a hanging basket in where the soil is so dry and it looks like this. The soil has just shrunken down and pulled away from the side, and they're like, Scott, I don't know what's wrong with my hanging basket. It's just died. I don't get it. And I'm like, okay, so you bought this hanging basket from me 3 weeks ago. Apparently I was the last one to water it, because, you did not water it at all for that soil to be pulled in like that. And that's what happens to a lot of people. So when we have a basket or a container or something, you can see how this soil gets. It gets really, really hard. And what happens is when we pour this water in, it's just going to shed off like concrete. So if you have a really, really dry container, you cannot just water it and expect for it to soak in. What you have to do is kind of bring it back. So I'm going to try this. I've got a watering can, and this is going to be a one and done. So I just want to be able to show you what happens. I'm going to pour the water on top, and it's probably just going to pool up. You see how it just kind of pooled up? And it's running off to the side. So it's not soaking in. If I just tilt the basket, look at that. It just runs right off. So don't think if you water this, it's going to take some time for that water to set in, because that surface got so hard. So what you have to do is you have to water it and then come back in maybe half an hour or an hour and water it again. So when you have a hanging basket and it's really dry, and, it's drooping, you have to kind of limp it back. You can't just douse it with water. And that's a great way to kill a hanging basket that's starving for water. That's a fantastic way. So if you want to kill your hanging basket real quick, let it go really, really dry and then drown it. And a lot of you do that. So don't do that. I call that the knee-jerk reaction. And, I'll show that to you. When we have some hanging baskets that, hey, Scott forgot to, miss, of 3,000 hanging baskets, I can usually find one that I missed in my normal watering routine. But what I don't ever do is that knee-jerk reaction. So I'll give it a little bit of water, let it start soaking that into the soil. And then I'll come back at half an hour later on, and then properly water it and try to get that moisture level back to where it should have been. So don't do the knee-jerk reaction, because you can see what happens is that water just sheds right off, and you really didn't water it. You have to let it to start soaking in, and so that it will accept that water into it. So keep that in mind. As you start planting and you start watering, is if you miss something, if that soil is really, really dry, you have to kind of limp it back to health. So, all right. So that is a great tip that you can utilize this year. If you're liking our videos, please make sure that you're liking and you're hitting that follow button and subscribing to our YouTube channel. We have hundreds of videos there, and you can use that as your resource. There's a lot of videos, and we have them categorized. So if you're looking for a topic like soil, we have all those videos into a playlist, and you can go in there, and there's, I don't know, maybe 8 or 10 videos just on soil. So that is a great resource to utilize. And, and we don't mind getting questions. It's just really hard to answer all the questions, that get thrown at us. So always use that, that there's probably, if you have a question, there's probably a video answer to that. So check out our YouTube channel. And that's, if you go to YouTube and look at Sharky's Greenhouses, or if you just look up the Beat Your Neighbor Fertilizer on YouTube, you'll be able to find our channel. So that is a great resource. So I hope you're enjoying these live videos. Tell us what you like, what you would like to see, like us to answer, and we'll keep continuing these. And I hope that you're enjoying watching us literally grow as we get prepared for the season, and as we're growing and getting ready for our opening day, which will be later on. It's always the end of April or early May, and that's all weather dependent because we're northern Wisconsin. So, May 1st, you could have a foot of snow on the ground. And if there's a foot of snow on the ground, I'm not opening up my greenhouse and just heating the outside. So there's no reason for us to open up the greenhouses if that's, what the weather is. So, a lot of people are asking, when's your opening day? I don't know. We'll let you know once we get a little bit closer, end of April, hopefully beginning of May. So thanks for watching. Have a good day.